Good morning, good morning. It is Gratitude Monday. I am excited to be here. It is Monday. I am actually sitting outside of my office. I have a meeting, a virtual meeting at 9 o'clock, and then I have some other virtual meetings as well as a couple of in-office clients or patients today. But I am just super thankful for technology. If you don't know who I am, good morning, Joelle. Thank you for joining in. I hope that you are feeling better. I'm praying for you. I know you've been a little under the weather, and I am just praying for you that you feel better and that your whole family is feeling good. But for those of you who don't know me, who might be tuning in either on this or on a replay, my name is Dr. Jeanette DeWitt. I am a physical therapist, an athletic trainer, and a fitness nutrition coach. Good morning, Shelly. Shelly is tuning in. I'm so excited that she is on my Gratitude Monday. Thank you. If you are tuning in, just go ahead and say hi. Let me know that you are feeling good this morning. Also, if you are watching this on a replay, hit hashtag Team Replay. Super excited today. It is Gratitude Monday. Every morning or every Monday, I come on somewhere between 8 to 9 a.m., usually before I start my day and see my first patient. Sometimes, though, life can throw a little curveball, and I don't come on until later. But typically, every Monday, between 8 to 9 a.m., I'm coming on and saying thank you for things that have happened in the previous week. And today, I am saying thank you for technology. I know with all the social distancing, there are so many ways to connect with people that maybe we have to be at least 6 feet apart, but that's only if we're in person. If we are virtual through technology, we can do Facebook Live like this. We can do Zoom calls and Zoom chats. I get to do telehealth and virtual appointments with my patients, and which I actually have been doing for a couple years, but it's like all of a sudden in the forefront of everybody's mind now, and everybody is kind of jumping on the bandwagon of online telehealth. But I've been doing that for a couple years, and even for the past year, some of my doctor's appointments have been virtual because I use MD Live. I think there's another one too that I can check in with. But so anyway, I'm super thankful for technology because can you imagine 20 years ago, people were just getting onto the email thing with AOL.com, and you'd have that dial-up, and that dial-up would be going and dialing and dialing and dialing, and it would take forever to connect. Now it's just like in the instant, we are connected with people through YouTube, through Google Hangouts or Google Chat, Facebook Live, Zoom, telehealth. There's actually 3 telehealth platforms that I can have access to. I use Blue Jay Health Engage. I use ClockTree sometimes, and I also am kind of dabbling with Doxy.me. But there's so many ways to connect now, and FaceTime, Instagram, Twitter, email, of course. But if you looked back like 20, 30 years ago, first of all, 30 years ago, we'd be looking at 1990. Oh my goodness, I'm just blown away because in 1990, I was still in high school. I think I was a sophomore in high school. There was no such thing as the internet at that time. Email didn't even exist. We had to actually call people up. And actually, I don't even think anybody had cell phones at the time. Good morning, Nancy. Thank you so much for coming on. How are you doing this morning? Just comment how you're doing just so I know that you're staying safe and healthy. Can you imagine social distancing 30 years ago? I mean, it just blows me away how we are so connected now compared to then. And if you live in a rural community, you already social distance. Your house is like 100 yards from somebody else's house, or you're like acres away. You're already been naturally social distancing. But for us who live in the suburbs, or if you're a city girl, I'm not really a city girl, I'm a suburb girl. But, you know, our houses are right there. We're still kind of social distancing from house to house. But if you live in a city, like an apartment complex, or you have to take public transit, this is like rocking your world right now. And I feel for you. But thank goodness for technology. Thank goodness for all the people who keep technology going. Because we're able to get updates on the news. We're able to get updates in our social media feeds. We're able to stay connected in ways that, if this would have happened 20, 30 years ago, we would not be able to stay this connected. I am so grateful that we have all these options. We can old school it with the telephone. We can text. We can email. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all of that. Good morning, Matthew. I'm reading you. Let's see. I'm doing good. My work made me stay home due to someone being exposed to the virus. So now I'm off for 2 weeks. I feel for you. I'm praying for you. I pray that the person who was exposed to the virus is in quarantine and that everyone is safe. Thank you for tuning in. This is so cool. So I have people on here right now that I'm able to connect with. This is my point this morning. I am so grateful to be able to find out how my friends and how my family are doing. I don't have to be worrying. I don't have to be anxious about that, because I know that people can mark themselves as safe and doing okay by just checking in through social media. Thank God for technology. Thank God for putting the brains into people to create the technology. We are more connected than ever before, and sometimes that can be a not so good thing. But sometimes, like times like now, it's an amazing thing, an amazing method for people to stay connected so we don't lose our mind. We are social beings. God created us to be in a community and connect with each other, to love one another, to serve one another. And now we just have to be more creative and knowing how to do that. There's different groups of people who are serving each other online. Good morning, Candy. Please tell me how you're doing this morning. How's your family doing this morning? There are groups online. I know that my church is online. I know other churches are online. I know that there are Bible studies getting together. I know that there are community service groups getting together, all virtually. We are more connected than ever. And I really encourage you, if you are not connecting in groups, if you are not connecting and reaching out with that other people, please do that. Please check in on people. I know that I called a lot, my administrative specialist, Kim, and I called a lot of people last week just to check in and make sure everyone was okay. They were so thankful. I was able to remind some of my seniors, and I'm not saying seniors are 60 plus, but 60 plus is like the age group that is most susceptible. And I was able to remind my 60 plus year old patients and some family members to go to the grocery store at earlier hours. Like a lot of grocery stores are really being considerate and thinking about the more susceptible and the more immune compromised populations and offering special hours just for them. Please reach out to people and just check in on them. We are so connected now because of technology. Don't be a hermit and close yourself off because people want to know how you're doing. That's awesome, Candy. Thank you so much for sharing about you and your hubby. and staying in touch with your sister and your small group. I appreciate you sharing that information. Do that, because if we just isolate ourselves, notice it's social distancing. It's not social isolation. If we isolate ourselves, we can start to go down a dark road of worry and anxiety. We can start to listen to all the news, and sometimes it's not like the most positive. So I just encourage you to stay grounded with other people. If you're nervous, if you're concerned, check in with people that you trust. Make sure you're looking at a variety of media sources to get a full picture. Some sites are kind of doing a lot of feature stories and kind of scaring people. Other sites are offering a good balance of things, a good hope, talking and giving medical opinions. Do your homework. Use Google to do searches. Look at reputable sites to get information about how to protect yourself. Just reach out to each other and check on each other. So this morning, do me a favor to list one thing that you're grateful for in this feed. Share this out to other people so they know they aren't alone. I want people to think about what they're grateful for today. And maybe even, since the theme is about technology, maybe even talk about how you're grateful for some technology today. I mean, sometimes it can be a thorn in my side when the website crashes, or like my electronic medical record gets really slow or freezes on me, or my music cuts out with my office. That can be really annoying sometimes. But other times, like now, I love social media. I love technology, and it's not a thorn in my side because I get to connect with people and make sure that they are okay. So do me a favor, make a comment below in the feed about what you're grateful for about technology. Share this out with your friends and family, so that they can connect and you can connect with them. And list what you're grateful for. How are you grateful for technology today? I can't wait to see what you have to say. And the rest of the day, connect with people. That's my theme for today. Use technology to connect. Love you all. Thanks for being on this morning. Have a blessed day. Take care.